3, 2, 1, fire. One fire.
What's up, family? Bear with me 1 second. I'm trying to get my share game on. Let me get my share game on. Work with me, family. Work with me. Be patient. I'm on the way. Who I'm sending this thing out to this morning? Okay, right here. hmm What's up? How you doing? How you doing, Barbara? Thank you for tapping in. We're gonna get all this together. Let me get this together real quick for you, family. Let me get this for you. My bad. I'm running. I wasn't running late. I was trying to get everything in order. But now I got it. Be patient with me. Be patient with your good brother. I'm in the building. Let me share this out to certain people. We can get it here, get it here, get it there. You know what I'm talking about. Good morning, beautiful people. Linda Chilton, how you doing, beloved? Avis Hopkins, how you doing, beloved? Let me get it here. You know, I gotta send it to the people. And y'all know it's council today. Didn't Winters go over the stuff with y'all about council? I don't know if she went over everything, but I think she did. But we're gonna be at council today, family. We're gonna be up in this thing, and we're gonna be up in there. We're gonna see what it's gonna do. I'm not gonna lie. I did get a I did get a call. Well, I didn't get a call when I was at physical therapy. This was for you, Winters, if you're watching. They said, tell Winters calm down a little bit. Tell her she's a little too excited. They said, tell her calm down a little bit. I said, hey, I'm going to do the best I can, family. Just bear with me. I'm like, you know, she's serious about this politics. And they was like, just, man, tell her calm down a little bit. I said, I'm going to see what I can do. I'm definitely going to see what I can do. I'm going to see if we can get her to calm down. But I said she passionate about it. What's up, Concrete Jungle? What's up, Granny G? What's up, the lovely Sharon? Thank y'all for tapping in. Thank everybody that came on in this morning. I'm running a little late because I'm trying to get it out there to the people. You know, I'm doing a lot of things. I had to create my own thumbnail. Oh my goodness, I didn't mean to have that on my phone. I'm creating stuff, so y'all know you got me. You got old Otis working hard right now, but I ain't mad. You're supposed to know everything when you're doing it. Let me do this. I got this still. I did okay. That's disconnected, but family, Otis is getting this thing together. Let me go and put it over here. Let me go and get it over here. Y'all just bear with me. I got a few more shares to get to right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put it here. Let me see shit. I'm gonna put it there. Let me go put it there. Let me put it there. Y'all know some of these places. Let me go and sit there. Let me get up in there. And I'm definitely gonna put it right there. Yeah, that's what we doing right now. We putting it in all on places and faces. Just bear with me, family. I just got one more. I should have really did this at the crib, but I didn't. But we here, family. We finna get this together. Let me go and get it here. Okay, here we go. Now I can tap in. What's up, beautiful family? Thank y'all for tapping in and being patient with me. And being patient with me. Let me see who I done tapped in, who I missed. The lovely Deborah Luna. How you doing, beloved? The lovely Terry Nix is back in the building. How y'all doing? The Dreamer. Good morning, good morning, good morning. See the lovely Lawana Terry. We got Miss Buford in the building. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Denise Cousins? How you doing? I see y'all had a lot going on, family. It's a lot of stuff going on out here. Just bear with me. Let me get up out of that. Let me add this right here. Now we can get busy. Let me get on over here and see what's going on. What y'all want to tap into today? You know, it's going to be a lot of council talk. Okay. Okay. Let's see when we get to. Let me get to one of these. Supposed to be one of the hottest political pages in the city of Flint. Let me see what it is. But Tony, hold up. I got to get at Tony. BS Tony. Well, I guess we go over council. Tony, where you at, man? But what's up, Nikki? So tricky. I like to call her sexy chocolate. How you doing, beloved? What's up, Tony Terry? Miss Eunice in the building. How you doing, beloved? We got Petty Fist and Touchdown. How you doing? How you doing, beloved? And Miss Kariza Smith. How you doing? We had and we got Mr. Classic himself in the building. We rolling like Nolan in that thing, you heard. We ain't playing around. We ain't playing around. The Big Ten, but you know, I want Michigan to win it all. Win it, bring it on home. But I couldn't believe Florida got popped up. I did say that's why I was. And hold up, y'all. We got to get to this. The lovely Beverly Biggs Levy is in the building. Facts, and I gotta stay on top of them though. That's what I did. I gotta stay on top of them. I even got the boys. We all got our stuff cut. But you know, I gotta start keeping it clean, being presentable and stuff. I'm out here looking, and I'm wrong. I love my Air brothers, but they had me out here looking like Akbar and stuff. And the way things going, for sure. Hey, Granny G, I love it listen. I'm not a Michigan State fan, can't stand them, but I'm loving. I hope it be all Final Four Big Ten. Michigan winning it all. But I'm gonna get to it, family. I just seen it, and Winters hit me with it. It says, but I thought we did this. Okay, she said this is an amended one. I'm trying to wait on my peeps get here before we can go through some of this stuff. Who doing this? Y'all know I'm gonna be up early, so I'm gonna just let y'all know. I mean, I'm gonna be up here early. Shit, why I say I'm gonna be up here early? I'm waiting on my guest to come on in. What's up, Jasmine? Go Blue. We got the lovely Jasmine is in the building. How you doing, beloved? Tasha Lynn. How you doing, beloved? I already got him up, Winters. You late. We gonna see what's loving me. How you doing? How you doing, beloved? Thank you for tapping in. Hey, we finna go through it. I got him up here, Winters. I just ain't added him to. I was trying to wait on. Hold on, let me do this. Let me go and put this over here. Let me go and put this jelly donut is in the building. Y'all know I got this stuff up now. Y'all don't quit playing with Otis like that. Like I ain't gonna put this stuff up there. What's up, Jelly Donut? What he said. Said morning to everyone. Hate to jump into this, but everyone should start their own garden this year and learn to can. Price is going to go even higher. Happy Monday. Hey, tell them the truth, and I want to throw this little public service announcement out here. Let me do this. Family, go get y'all passports. At first, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody shouldn't, but we should do a thing and start telling people to get their passport. I'm really talking to Pookie and Ray Ray, them of the world, and Lexus and Benz. I'm talking about, you know, sometimes these parents will name these kids some of the craziest names. And I know a lot of y'all might got them because y'all been going. I've been hearing about y'all going overseas and scrapping. But what I'm gonna say is you need to tell everybody need their passport now. You know, Brother Elliot was on here yesterday saying that. But just get it. We don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Even you know they want you to have a passport and birth certificate to vote now. So just get I'm just saying public service announcement, family. Let me see. Kenneth, good morning. The lovely Debbie Clark, how you doing? One half of the Wonder Twins. And we got the lovely Deborah O'Neill in the building. Let me see what Pettyfish said. You're going to want to see some of these videos going around with ICE at the airports now. It's chaos. Hey, listen, everything in America is going down. What's up, Hassan? Nah, you ain't late. You ain't late, beloved. I just been on maybe 8 minutes, 9 minutes at the most. Yeah, I know they 180, but if you can get Jordans in anything, and if you got family that's willing to help, you should be getting a passport. Listen, I'm being honest with y'all. I'm just saying that was yo. Open the door. It wasn't locked. It wasn't like you know how I do stuff, man. You know I'm on time, brother. I'm on time. Time waits for no man. But family, I got it. I got it. Hold on, let me get this together. I got it. We're gonna go over this thing called counsel in a minute. What's up, the lovely Wanda Smith? Thank you for tapping in, beloved. And y'all welcome to Spacely House. You heard? Welcome to Spacely House. It ain't nothing to it, but we're gonna enjoy what we doing, family. Don't worry about it. We're gonna enjoy what we doing. But we got this up. Let me go and get this stuff up. Let me go and get this stuff up. As y'all see, it's gonna be at 4:30. They say this every time. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be up here. I'm gonna probably have us up about 4:15. I'm gonna try to get here at 4:10. I'm gonna try to have this thing up at 4:15, and we're gonna make it work from there. We're gonna see what it's gonna do. I personally believe it ain't gonna start in this. Which one is this one? This the amend agenda to special affairs order. Okay, special affairs committee. I'm on the wrong side trying to pull it up. It's at 4:30, family. Winters, you got what you wanted. Jonathan's up on deck. You know what that? We're going by baseball terminology. Jonathan's up on deck. Make us proud, Double J. You up on deck now. This on you. Jonathan's up on deck. When they say up the bat, he's up the bat. Let's see what he gonna do. He talked some good shit last week. Yeah, he got to hold it up now. Let me see one. This one I got the lovely Eleanor Wicker has touched down. I'm just saying he talked cash shit now. Y'all wanted it. He talked it, but we gonna see. He up on deck. Let's see what he got to go through. The reading of disorderly person city code subsection. To me, anybody to go with the mayor got to be on something. So that really don't mean nothing right there. I'm just in my humble opinion. Now y'all don't. You can take it with a grain of salt. I do feel like anybody that's rolling with the mayor. Let me do it like this. That's rolling with the mayor got to be on something. In my humble opinion, I could be wrong. Y'all take it how you want to take it. I could be wrong, but that's my take on the fires. Did I go past something? Oh, reading of disorderly persons. Listen, they ought to scrap that one. Request for agenda changes. Then they just put the changes on here where it said, I'm just saying, it's my humble opinion. Public comment. I love it. I love it. Every time they do public comment, family, I love it. I'm not going to lie to you. What's up, on?
Oh,
in the building. I love when they do public comment and the consent agenda. I hope they don't pass it through. I hope they go back through it. When's this the okay, let me see who that is. Somebody just likes. Okay. Resolution 260071. Rescind resolution 250391.1 dash T. 150,000 to the ARPA funding from the North Flint reinvestment resolution resolving that resolution 250391.1 dash T is hereby rescinded and replaced in its entirely and further resolving that the appropriate city and any necessary agreements to appropriate 150,000 in funding to North Flint reinvestment. What is the Flint? What is the North Flint reinvestment? Can somebody help me with that? Y'all know I ain't the brightest in the building. Can anybody help me out and tell me what is the Flint North reinvestment?
sound like Flint Farm.
I'm just asking. I don't need all y'all jumping up at one time. Can anybody help old Otis out? What this is? Who is the North Flint reinvestment? Can anybody tell me who that is? Y'all don't want to. Y'all don't want to talk about that.
I think it's Reggie.
Oh, it's Reggie.
How you saying your humble opinion?
in my humble opinion. So you think it's Reggie? Allegedly, it's Reggie, right?
Reggie,
I'm just saying.
Reggie.
But what is and it's the Flint North Food Co-op? Ain't that the name of it? So who is the North Flint reinvestment?
Sound like a spinoff.
I'm just asking. Don't nobody. Everybody want to get quiet. What's up, Michael B? Thank you for tapping in. Let me see what Kenneth says. Sounds like a bunch of companies under a 501c3 business. I'm just saying, Kenneth. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not the brightest. Not Winters. Y'all know she's trying to bring me along into this politics thing. So I don't know. But don't nobody want to speak up and say what it is. We move on to the next one. I'm gonna give you about 10 seconds to figure it out, or we moving on to the next resolution. I ain't got all day to be playing around.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got all day. Don't nobody want to tell me who is the North Flint reinvestment. Okay, cool. It's all right with me. Let's get to the next one. Let's get to
That's
the
just
next
like
one.
saying, what's the SAVE Act?
Yeah, hey, listen, I'm asking. Let me see what we got Mark Hutchinson. Let me see. Okay, Wanda Smith at that grocery store. I think you just like me, Wanda. I'm thinking too, but I ain't for sure. Let me see what this is. Mark Hutchinson. Well, I'm glad you asked that, Brother Mickey. The North Flint Reinvestment Corporation is a 501c3 out of Columbia, South Carolina, according to 990 Reggie Flint, Executive Director salary, $150,000. Hot damn. Hot damn. Look at all this getting together. Okay. So it's going to his. Got it. I got it. Oh, thank you, the lovely Jasmine, said Reverend Flynn. Okay. Where Tony at? Tony talked so much shit about that food the other day. Guess how many people showed up? They was buying food and they said the food was good. I saw so many Negroes buying Sunday's dinner there. They went live. They was do this and that. I appreciate it though. Tony, come to the table. You went out here and said that food was nasty. I'm knowing I'm here, but I'm gonna kind of tend to go with you, Tony. But if they did, you had them people in there cooking their ass off yesterday. So shout out to Tony Wiggins for making them people get their stuff together. But you leave them people alone, Tony, because I'm telling you, they gonna bring out some heavy hitters on you. I already got chewed up before. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's get back to the next one. There's no reason to stop this show from going on. We found out that's Flynn. Oh, I just wanted to ask. We found out that's Flynn. Okay. We found out it's Flynn. Oh, Miss Beverly. That's why I said I tend to side with Tony on this. I didn't say I sided with them. I said I tend to side with Tony, Miss Beverly. Tony did not lie about that food. So you think they just did a good cooking yesterday? Because I seen a lot of people, they was making posts that the food was good and everything. I saw people, I'm just saying. But we'll know when somebody get mad, they'll tell the truth. But let's get to this next one. Okay, this next one is make sure I got it right. Budget Amendment 2025-2026 Annual Action Plan, U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development Community Development Block Grant. What is the block grant? Resolution resolving that the appropriate city officials are hereby authorized to do all things necessary to complete budget amendments to recognize, am I saying that right, revenue and appropriate expenditures based on received grant agreements for the 2026 program year in CDBG. $3,588,954. Home, $653,710.41. ESG, $323,965 funds to fiscal year 2026 for any years those funds remain available. And further resolving that the appropriate city officials are hereby authorized to do all things necessary to enter the subrecipient agreements equal to the revised awards amounts as included in the above table. Utilize administrative funds as identified. Who finna? Can somebody help me out with this one? Because y'all know I just read that and don't know how I read it. What it says? It says, look at your messenger in the second one. And I sure will. Let me see. Buddha, I went there, got turkey. They was good. Oh, see, hey, listen. Hey, so I went Saturday. They in there cooking. Tony, tell them people to pay you. You up on the 810 management. Let me see what Buddha said. I don't know who was cooking in there before the guy who was on Pasadena and Linden is in there now. Okay. Hey, they getting together. Andre Holland. Good morning, brother. Thank you for tapping in. Okay, Buddha Nick, but we still got to give Tony his applause. Tony went in there and got on them, and them people down there, okay. Huh? Yeah, you live. They hear you, brother.
I don't see nothing.
I'm looking at okay, thank you. Oh shit, damn, man. We getting work. You don't see it on the screen?
No, sir.
Hold on, fam. Let me get over and get on together. I don't know how. I gotta come over here. Dude, how you? I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. That was on me. I was supposed to get this together. That was on me. Hold on. See when that commercial comes.
Do I put skip?
Damn. We big time, man.
That part.
We big time. We got commercials and everything, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how they let me get on a commercial, but God know. You know what I'm
Climbing
saying?
up the ladder, baby.
If they take me out, they got to take you out today too. So it's all good. Nah, ain't all as well. Somebody got to be here to tell a story. I will. You've been here a long time.
Amen.
Let me get to it. So anybody know what this is? Is this good or bad? Put a 1 if it's good or put a 2 if it's bad. Y'all let me know. Because, you know, I'm saying this is for the Department of Housing. Should we give anything to over there to housing? Didn't they mess up enough money? I'm asking, would you get some more people the same amount of money who done been messing up? In case y'all want to know, that's resolution 260073, but a budget amendment. But I'm trying to figure out, did they even get the account right over there from the Housing Commission? So y'all don't want to talk about it. All right, we'll go to the next one. We got resolution 260089. Acceptance Genesee County Senior Millage Funding, Eric May Senior and Community Service Center. Didn't my Reese just break that down to y'all yesterday that the mayor name is on that stuff? Oh, bad. Okay, LaWanna, you speaking up on it too. That's a bad. That's why we moved over to the next one. How y'all feel about the Eric May / Mayor Neely campaign thing going on that he using Eric May's name, saying the May Senior Citizen, but when you go in, you see his name is in good art up on there. Look like they might have paid $1,000 something, but like Winter said, Mayor cheap as shit. I don't know what graphics dude he went to and got paid for that.
He looked cheap.
You know, I ain't gonna. Well, the Community Service Center amended fiscal year 2026 budget resolution resolving that the Flint City Council hereby authorizes acceptance of $54,744 in senior millage funding from the Genesee County Department of Senior Services for the operation and programming of the Eric B. Mays Senior and Community Service Center. And further resolving that the fiscal year 2026 City of Flint budget is hereby amended to recognize and appropriate these funds for senior center programming operations related to allowable expenditures in accordance with the terms of the senior millage agree. Man, how y'all feel about the mayor using the late Eric May's name on stuff still to this day? How y'all feel about it? Oh, okay. Well, listen, we got LaWanna Terry with her too. We got Debbie Clark with her too. We got Linda Chilton with her too. Hey, I understand it bad. But now let's get down to how you feel about the mayor using Eric May's name on the center.
Oh, that's terrible, man. That's mockery.
And the way that the mayor treated him, the way he kept his foot on the first ward neck.
Took his mockery in the worst way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but do that look like, because a lot of them people, I don't think the mayor was I ain't saying they might have not been cool, but the way how the mayor did Eric Mays, like, and then them putting the Eric Mays Center, like, same, I mean, in my humble opinion, and they might have been cool. I don't know Eric Mays and the mayor, but I know as far as this political shit they was on, they was like Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier.
Real.
I'm just saying, I could be wrong. You know, I don't know everything. I keep telling y'all, Winter's trying to tell me. Only thing she told me, don't have no friends. I know you right, Ava. It's shameful and pitiful, but this is the situation we at now. But let's get to the next one. I know this is a big thing right here. I'm not saying it's not. Resolution 260091, sign language interpreter city council meetings. Resolution that the Flint City Council will do all things necessary to initiate the process providing sign language interpreters for its regularly scheduled city council meetings for a time period of April 26 through June 26 with funding in amount to not exceed 25,000 to come from the city's opioid settlement fund. He know how to go in there and get that money, don't he?
So that mean they're gonna have a sign person do the sign language.
You think that woman finna be up there for damn there's 9 hours, man? Roll. I mean, I'm not saying, but for 9 hours.
Is that $25,000 a year?
Nah, I see. I guess it's no. I say from April to June. Hot damn, that's how much they call. They get paid for that.
That ain't bad.
I mean, it ain't a lot of money though. But just for you got April, May, 3 months, 90 days. 20. I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
Let me see what let me see this. Denise Cousins said today's new word ruminate definition to think carefully in a long period about something, to ponder, contemplate, also to bring up food from the rumen, to chew it. Again, okay, Chuku. Okay, you came with some new shit. Thank you, Denise. We got Winter said, word on the street. Word on the street, them opera dollars ain't matching up. Hell, he had 114. Then he had 114.7. Ain't nothing ever matching up. That's $6.25 an hour. Thank you for breaking that down, Petty Fish. That ain't shit what they giving that. But to be sitting up there 9 hours, I'm telling. Let me see. Jelly Donut said, what concerns me is that the holiday stuff, it seems it's all funded on grants as far as I know. Grant funding is not guaranteed and is very limited. In fact, the numbers reported seem low. What's historic average? We ain't gonna get that. We ain't gonna get that, Jelly. We ain't gonna get that. Let me see, Mark Hutchinson. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't see any connection between the North Flint Reinvestment Corp and the market. Mott opened that market with 1.9 million investment. Is that 150K going to the market? That's what I was trying to say, Mark Hutchinson. We right here, but I don't want to mess up what Reggie got going on, though. But I gotta tell the truth. But that's why when Eric Mays was living, Eric was trying to give him 600,000. Shout out to Liddell Lewis for fucking that up. And that's why I'm not mad about her little 30,000 if the mayor on the back end trying to give her peanuts, Liddell. You could have went and got hundreds of thousands, but you want peanuts. Let me see what there. I was told by a lawyer friend that Chief Eon Diem is running for mayor. Oh, well, look at the money. I sure will, Deborah. I'm trying to. I'm going to get to him. Let's see what come out the ordinance. We got resolution 250414-T, Code Amendment Ordinance, Chapter 35, Personal Article V, Working Conditions, an ordinance to amend the Flint City Code of Ordinance by amending Chapter 35, Personal. Fuck them holidays. Your ass gonna work, Candace. Y'all shouldn't vote for that. Yeah, you already don't have to come. You can get paid and don't have to come, Candace. Damn. See what I'm saying? This is why she shouldn't even be it. This is what she wants, but she want to get paid for him, don't she?
Right.
You ain't shit, Candace. That's me telling you, Candace. You ain't shit. Okay, we got special orders discussion items. 260103, special orders, best practices consulting. What's best practices? A 7-minute special orders requested by goddamn Liddell by Second Ward Council Member Lewis to allow representatives from Best Practice Consulting to provide a brief overview of their organization and services. This is what I meant by they got to go back over that, what it say, disorderly conduct or whatever, or city ordinance should be throughout. Liddell should be throughout for this because this is like somebody's on something allegedly. We're going to go to the next one. Resolution 260104, Special Orders Ethics and Accountability Board, EAB. A 15-minute special order as requested by Second Ward Council Member Lewis to hear from Ethics and Accountability Board, EAB President, Chairman William Harris regarding EAB appointments. When's this? Probably Tanya, JJ, and all y'all get your people on there. This is what William, he been asking y'all to do. But he need 15 minutes to do that. Okay, the next one is 260106, special order update, Flint Housing Commission. Shit. This the one should been on the first. Okay, Jonathan. Shit. 20-minute special order requested by council. Vice President Double J, 6th Ward. Oh, and 6th Ward Council Member Burns concerning an update on the Flint Housing Commission. Shit.
Funny.
The Blackston came up and did some. Shout out to Double J and Councilwoman Tanya Burns. Hell, shit. They didn't need Dennis to pull this one out. About time. Okay, Petty Fish, you got one more time to mess up. Sorry, correction. That's $12.02 an hour for in city council. Got you, beloved. Thank you. Thank you for getting that. See, what I respect about people, if you make a mistake, you come on here and get it right. Let me see. Oh, B. Marie, then happy. What's up, B. Marie? Hey, everybody, do not park downtown Flint. I think the DDA is a hustle. Shit, then you just see that woman is called. They got to get their money to take them side. You know,
I'm
them
looking
extra
up
the
winters.
marital affairs going on. They got to keep that hustle going. Let me see what Denise said. Does anyone else find it concerning that now that the farmers market are operating as the village square, they are moving the barbecue outside? I really think maybe they should look closer at that. We don't run nothing. I'm telling you, Denise. How you doing, the lovely Sherry Allen? And tapped in. She said, "What's up, Uncle Carl?" And 810 Spacely house people. Y'all in my house now. Let me see. They ain't gonna have no damn paperwork today. For we just shout out. Ain't no paperwork. Liddell is wasting time. She should tell Liddell, subpoena the mayor. What's up, my good brother Michael Cooley tapping in from Greenwood, Mississippi. 662 point of order. Keep pressure on Davina. What's up, Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis? Where my Gaddis clan at in the building? This is like I'm telling y'all, family. I'm disgusted, and it's a German. It's a German after that. So you know you're gonna get through that. We're gonna get through that. We're gonna figure it out. That's one. We're gonna get to this next one. We're gonna figure this stuff out together. I don't know. We're gonna figure this stuff out together, family. What's the next one? That's all. That's it. We're gonna get to
Good morning, Sherry. I'm looking up winters.
Hey, she told you to look up. Well, he just chilling. He just chilling.
I'm letting y'all see them Wolverines though.
Yeah, they just chilling. Yeah, you see this right here. Let me put this next one up, man. This city council. Let me put this next one up. Share the screen. It says this it right here.
Praise the Lord, Pastor.
It's City of Flint meeting meeting agenda amended Monday, March 23rd, 2026, 5:30. Agenda amended to remove special presentation IPRA funds. This 5:30. Now the other one started at 4:30, right? So I'm thinking this one gonna probably start because you see all that stuff and Candace is over this one. This is the Flint City Council meeting right here. So Candace gonna be over this one. So you're gonna hear yes, all that old BS. I can't stand it. Call to order, roll call, pledge of allegiance, when they do this prayer or blessing, they just go to hell. But I'm glad somebody is lying that they think God is in control of this madness. He letting it play out. He not thinking about that. The reading of disorderly person city code subsection. Why we got to go through that? Some of these agendas, some of the stuff they putting on here, you would think somebody was doing drugs on.
Straight up.
I'm just saying. So, that's just my humble opinion. I could be wrong. Take it for what it's worth. Request for agenda changes and additions. Didn't the mayor get everything he wanted? Special presentation, proposed budget. A 15-minute presentation by the shit, this is about to be interesting. By the city's finance department concerning the mayor's fiscal year 2027 proposed budget.
Uh-oh.
You know how that's finna go, don't you? That's finna be a shit show, family. Let me see. I want some of Mickey had for the breakfast. I just need a little bit of that energy. Hey, listen, it's right here. I'm doing a cleanse, beloved. I'm on my cleanse thing right now. I'm on my cleanse and everything. You can see the eyes. I'm good now. I'm cleansed. I'm with you on that one. You know they ain't coming. But let's see the nonsense. How you think that's gonna go? You think who is doing the finance department? Judy, the finance chair. She told the council people, go for it. Who they gonna put it on the city budget? Public hearing 260105.6. Public hearing fiscal year 2027 proposed budget. This one of his 7 balanced budget that he didn't sent. Is the mayor gonna come with this another balanced one?
Man,
I'm just asking.
Nickel bag, something else.
Yeah, it said as presented by the mayor and city council in accordance with Flint City Charter Section 7-101A5. Bush. Let's go to the next one. Public hearing amended ordinance zoning map chapter 50. Zoning. Let me see. That's 25043.6. Man.
We go with that zoning.
Right. Public hearing drinking water state revolving fund DWSRF project plan. A public hearing for the purpose of presenting and receiving comments on the fiscal year 2027 drinking water safe revolving fund. Ain't nothing safe in Flint drinking out that faucet. Project plan for the West the Tory Road Booster Station rehabilitation and Northwest Transmission main replacement. This finna probably be a long meeting, y'all. Okay, we get the public comment after that disaster that's finna go down. Let me see what you're saying. I got you. Let me see. That disaster about to go down. Okay, we're going here. I'll get to that in a second, Wig. Let me see. DDS putting boots on vehicles. Be careful. I won't be down there.
Straight up.
Oh, for sure. Moving toward Nashville. Hey, congratulations, Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis. Let me see. She said, I need to see that triple threat. Get that bang bang on 6, 8, 9. Hey, listen, I'm waiting on it too. It's council. You heard? Let me get back to this. Okay, we're going to public comments going to be great. Council response going to be lukewarm. Maybe 2 or 3 council people might say something. Presentation of minutes. Okay, they're going to do that. Resolution 260092. Flint City Council Finance Committee meeting February 18th at 5:07. 260093 draft proposed. Summary minutes Flint City Council Government Operations meeting February 18th. Okay, we doing that. Okay.
Morning, Christy.
Okay, some more. Okay, they getting the minutes together, huh? Draft proposed. Okay, y'all getting that's probably gonna pass through with flying colors. What they looking for these minutes? I need to know. Okay. Petitions and communications. Okay, that's fiscal year coming from Mayor. Let me see, 260105. Communication City of Flint fiscal year 26-27. Proposed budget in fiscal year 27-28. Forecasted budget. Shit, it should be in the red. Communication from Mayor Sheldon Needy to the Flint City Council submitted on Monday, March 2nd, 2026. The City of Flint fiscal year 2027 proposed budget and fiscal year 2028 forecasted budget. That's gonna be some shit there. These the same one. Okay, resolutions 260085 grant acceptance. You know, if they're gonna give grants, let's take it. What the hell? Funds, Flint Township, multi-jurisdictional jurisdiction. Y'all know what I'm going at with this. Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Grant, JAG, Flint Police Department. How did I don't know what they paying them soldiers for. I mean, they just gonna whoop us.
Right.
Yeah. 260086 contract, Delta Concrete and Industrial Contracting Inc. Water pollution. Well, they listen. You need it. I can't even say it's you need it. Let me see the next one. 260087 contract Metcalf Electric Inc. Medium voltage distribution improvements, water pollution. You need it. I mean, can I say you don't have to pay it? You need it. Said resolutions may be referred from special affairs. The funding, $150,000. We already seen that. Back to the housing budget amendment. If you ain't getting it in there, you shouldn't even be able to bring it to council. But that's a lot of money, $3.5 million. Right. Okay, they still want that money for the Eric Mays. Who they trying to pay out of that $54,000? Who getting paid for that? I get it. They want the sign language interpreters. Okay, we see that introduction, first reading of ordinance may be referred from special affairs. We going back to this again? Okay. They want that holidays, 35. No, I wouldn't give it to them. Second reading and enactment of ordinance. Okay, we see ordinance to amend the zoning map, City of Flint, within Charter 50 of the City of Flint Code of Ordinance being the zoning ordinance has been requested by the Hispanic. Oh, that's Latinx, ain't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, Latinx. Okay. And then final council comments, shall be limited to 2 minutes. Adjournment. Okay, well, it's adjournment. It's the family. I went through that one quick. I mean, like, how much more was we supposed to do?
Right.
B. Marie said maybe Ed getting a pay increase. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe Ed.
I think if they're gonna pass it for 90 days, 25,000, 6 months is 50,000. So you looking at in a year, it'd be 100,000 what they would be paying. So I mean, listen, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Man,
They not caring about the residents.
you're not caring, bro.
And I'm looking at Sherry said they need to fix the water pollution as well as tested facts. It said change to the master plan for third ward. Yeah, I mean, listen, you got to know who you know down there. Let me see. You said you sent some. I'm gonna check it out. Check it out. I see. Hold up. Let me see. Let me see.
Pay everybody back their money for buying bottled water. 2014.
Wow. I'm okay. Look at Mick from here talking shit up on Facebook right now. He did this, what, Friday? Said, why in the world did the administration's miscellaneous budget increase from 700K to 14 million? This is not transparency. The people deserve to know their money is going. It's time for change. Oh, it changed. Did he mean 4 million? But I see a 14 up there. Oh, no, that's 14,600,000. Who letting this shit slide like that?
Mm.
I'm gonna go put this up. I gotta share this one right here. This one Mick from Mayor post. You see that? He said, why in the world did the administration's miscellaneous budget item increase from 700K to 14 million? Wow. This is not transparency. The people deserve to know where their money is going. It's time to change. Did y'all know that?
Wow.
Oh, look at Jen Marie Arbor. She said, that's a very good question. Why? What expenditure substance such as significant increase in the miscellaneous line item? Somebody, hold up. We got to get that to the deck. How he go from 700,000 to 14 million for miscellaneous? Did I read that right?
I believe you did, brother.
That just slipped. That just went over everybody's head right there.
700,000, 14 million.
Yeah.
Man, that's triple ripple
Ain't nobody mad about that.
Man, that's 12, 13, almost 13, 12 and a half million dollars.
Hey, Sherry, beloved, I'm just reading what it got sent to me. It got sent to me. I'm trying to figure out. Let me see. Does anybody know what ward Mick from Mayor stays in? What school did he go to? I'm just saying 14,700,000.
Man, that's a big jump, bro.
Hell yeah. That's like, do you know what type of jump that is?
Over my pockets.
Hell yeah. That's like that man, listen. Damn. You just add a 300 to it. That's 11, that's what, 13 million.
Yeah.
Man, that's 13 million and some change. Yeah. And ain't nobody looking at that.
Round it off to the nearest common denominator.
No, it's 14. All you do is subtract 14 from 14 million. It was 14.6 from 700,000. That's 14 million. That's down there 14 million. It's 13.9, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And ain't nobody mad about that. I'm just trying.
So where that money going?
To him, to his budget.
To nickel bag.
Yeah, it's going to the miscellaneous, to the mayor's administrative miscellaneous.
Man, they're gonna pay for all them trucks they got. When he leave office, they're gonna take the decals off of them. They that shit.
No, that is crazy. I'm just like, thank you too for us for putting that out there. 14, and ain't nobody said nothing. And you wonder why Flint is in the situation is in. Let me get back to this other one. I gotta give Tony a shout out on this one right here. This is Tony. Y'all know Tony can be right and wrong at the same time, but he might be on to something right here. I can't blow it up, but I'm gonna read it for y'all. Tony Wiggins post. Flint history. Fact. Okay, when them YNs went to Sheldon about having coochie land in the flat lot downtown, Sheldon curved their ass because he was going to protect downtown at all costs. What he do sent their ass right back to the north side, to the North Flint Plaza. Okay, last night Capitol got shut down where? Where did people end up in large numbers? Monies, a.k.a. North Flint Plaza. Message, They do not want the YNs downtown. But you can tell that north side up all you want. Wake up, people. Wake up, people. Wake up, people. And that's coming from Wig. That's what I keep telling y'all. Wig, like I said, he can be right on many things. I'm just saying it is what it is. Don't shoot the messenger. I just like it got sent to me. And I thought I wanted to share that with the family.
Right.
In my humble opinion, I wanted to share it with the family. But I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing wrong with what he said. I'm just saying, I don't, it is what it is, but that's why they need to vote. Get your asses out to vote. I get it. Maybe I get it. Maybe a lot of the young people might don't like what's going on, but one day y'all gonna become older.
Exactly.
And you want to kind of protect what's going on now, the little that you got. That's why I was saying everybody need to get their passport. It's a lot of stuff going on that we not gonna like. Even with this election, when you seeing how stuff is being played out. I'm gonna get on y'all Trump supporters. I know y'all don't like it, but I gotta tell the truth. How's everything working out now? Gas going up, all this stuff going on. But like I say, we be looking at, oh yeah, Debbie Clark, that's what it is. That's how I've been feeling like. Everything is going, but we can see what the president doing his fuck up, but we don't want to look at this, you know what I'm saying? But until we can get the people on the same page, because remember, just like President Trump got millions of people that was behind him, Neely got thousands of people that keep voting for him every year, along with the clerk office, and just in my humble opinion.
Sad affair, brother.
No, it's messed up.
All the way messed up.
I mean, what we supposed to do? He sent the people down there to check on the water. I mean, not check on the water, go down to Gleewood. And when they knew they was raising that up, you don't think Neely knew they was raising that up?
Man, he been knew that shit.
Yeah, he knew they was raising that up. But and I look when we was at the FNU meeting, the Flint Neighborhood United, remember at the library?
Yeah. Oh.
First thing he wanted to shame the council people asking for $1 million. You need to tell them do this. How many times have they been kicking that about the water situation down the road?
He lied on them. Talking about they won't come out. He been to one meeting and talked to 1 minute.
Yeah.
But he gonna say they don't come to no meetings.
Yeah, I love how but Winters told y'all this. I bet y'all don't want to believe this no more. Remember when Winters said this to y'all? Said Neely didn't do this. He gonna say he didn't do this. Who put that money, that $40 million into the shit. Put it in the they took it from ARPA and put it into the general fund. Who he say did it? He put it on council.
His 5 votes did it. The left.
But that's who he putting it on. Remember Winter said he would be able to clear himself? Yeah. When he doing these press conferences and all of this and doing his shows on 1420. You know what I'm saying? Like just bringing he brought the pastors on to try to go at as Pharaoh did when he brought his wicked magicians up there to go battle with Moses.
Right.
But Neely was never for Gleewood. So why would he inform the people about the increase? Hold on, let me see what this said. Dan Kildy speaking with my foundation just sent it to you. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Sherry said, who's going to check Neely for his corruption?
Nobody. Because how can you?
I'm going to work with him. You know, we going to work. Ain't no maize blood up there, boy. Things you say about Eric, boy. He's checking.
Hold on, we got this. I just got sent this. Y'all want to see this family? This is Dan Kildy. Let me see Christy Coleman account. Yeah. Let me see with the new information. we receive on Iran missiles destination. Trump was right. Iran hid they have missiles that can take out Europe. I had to go do some more, but they never used it. Only one country in the history has used the what's name. I don't think has Iran. I'm gonna say this, Sharon. Show me has where Iran has tacked. You know what I'm saying? Europe and all of that. Great day, Ape family and all. Hey, thank you for tapping in, Cuzzo. Let me put this up here for y'all. Let me put this up
One
here.
of them missiles almost hit.
America.
No, not America. What part of that was? That's how one got shot down and one hit. What part was that?
I think when most people attack is that you attacking them. And that's just my take on it, Sharon. Like if they did have it, every other country got missiles.
Well, Trump said they destroyed everything.
Yeah, well, he did. Yeah, he did lie on that and said they destroyed everything. What's up, Christy Coleman? Thank you for tapping in. May's been done challenged the mere facts. Let me play this right here. I just got this sent to me. Let me play this for me.
There's no question that Mott continues to be focused on neighborhoods. It's first of all, the Mott Foundation's commitment to Flint is incredible. Not every private foundation has the same commitment to its hometown that the C.S. Mott Foundation has. That's really an important characteristic of the Mott Foundation. But what is community? It's where people live. It's their neighborhoods. It's not just some, polygon on a map. It's the landscape of someone's life. And through, for example, our neighborhood small grants program, we're not just doing the big sweep.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, and yeah, I mean, I
Politicians.
Yeah, that was enough for me. I mean, we can keep saying these neighborhoods. What's up, No Trouble? Thank you for tapping in. We can keep saying these neighborhoods, but look at the neighborhoods. Have you seen the change in them? And I'm not gonna lie, I liked it because I was watching Maurice live yesterday. I did like what Maurice was saying, but family, this what I do want to say. Even when he did his ride, when he did showed y'all was nice houses, but go over a couple more streets. Cross Ballinger. That's still 6th Ward. Cross Ballinger. Oh, hit Mack and Road. Now, don't get me wrong. Flint got nice parts, but if you drove or just went right down up Mack and Road, cross Ballinger on the side where Tanya and them at, you'll tell you about all the shootings out. Go down Clement. You can go up that street, Concord. Go down that street. You can see tarps on that. You know what I'm saying? You can go through. You can go through there. You can see a hell. Make a left. Just say we coming up Clio Road. Don't take make a left and let's go see the other part. Let's go over there by what you know what I'm saying. You know what, Linda? What's up, Bunk?
What time you got?
10:24. It said by let me see what Sherry Allen said. She said by killed him speaking out, you know that the feds know about the corruption going on in Flint.
Straight up.
Yeah, like let me see what Michelle Mayer said. Kildee was the county treasurer for 18 years. He started in 1984. He also started the land bank. He's had a role in time into the decision-making process. Everything gets worse in Flint. Let me just see. Michelle, that wasn't for me. I'm just saying, coming up there soon, Mick. Hopefully later this year. Okay, Tom. Okay, good brother. Make sure you come in the summertime because it getting, Let me see. So that's why I shared with thoughts. So what you think, residents? Also the signs I shared about senior centers and May Center, Neely's name on everything. Because he campaigned, but it's no different. He was campaigning with the garbage cans. And then nobody say nothing. Like Neely been able to, he been able to get away what he want to do. Ain't nobody said nothing.
Right.
Ain't nobody said nothing what Neely been doing. They've been letting Neely do what all he want to do. Ain't nobody said nothing. And I'm not saying you because you done spoke up, but it's not doing nothing. They still letting them go through. When you got the ENA board not gonna say nothing to them.
Vina ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, Davina not saying nothing. You gonna hear something about Davina's, Davina's nervous. Nah, Davina nervous my ass.
County ain't saying.
Yeah. Well, you get them to come on there and say something like, hey, they'll say something. You know what I'm saying? They'll say, would he come on? Hey, this is what I would do if it was mine. Because he know he can say that because it's not his. Oh, here we go. Now I can put this up. This is what you was talking about. This is it right here, family. Let me put this up for y'all to show you what your mayor put down. This the May. See how he got his up on there? Because Maurice did this yesterday, and I think May's got what? He got a sign. Flint Strong, Mays. Flint Senior Strong, Flint Mays, Senior and Community Service Center. See what I'm saying? House will bring. They still got that up though.
That was my dad. I sue his ass.
Youth Violence Prevention Center. Oh, they got all that going on, right? But you get back Flint Senior Strong, Mayor Shelnay Neely. But don't nobody see nothing wrong with that. That's what the ENA board supposed to be saying. Let me see what B. Marie said.
Campaign?
Well, how many of the ENA board members received some money to ignore the truth? Shit. Only thing that Davina nervous was Brother Larry. Davina ain't worried about that council at all. For sure, Mark. Let me see. Tony Terry Neely focused on those senior centers to campaign to those seniors to act like he's doing something. Facts. Yeah, but then nobody want to listen to when Winter said what he gonna do. She done called that man playbook out of several times. You know, the ones that should be using what she taking the knowledge, they get so mad. They so mad they don't want to hear it. They'd rather go at us.
Winter's knowing. Like a book.
Yeah, but when she tell them, I get it. She get on my nerves too. But they rather don't want to listen to Winters, even with Art. They don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Everybody is different, but even when Art say something, they want to take it with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? They take it with a grain of salt. And that's the craziness when people telling y'all how he work. Like Winter's been telling y'all, look, they be popping up at her job. So evidently they must be listening to what she's saying. They be popping up at her job. She ain't going to their job. They coming to her job. Just even the mayor and the state rep and a couple council people, even the school board person that came up there. Now let that sink in for a minute. Let me see what the lovely Sharon said. Facts, Mickey Davina needs to go as of yesterday. But I also want to say if Rich Jones is running in that third ward, he's going to do the same thing as AC Duman. Man, some of these people is stuck on themselves. Let me see the lovely Carol Kincaid. I agree. He needs to clean his name out of the city. Every time I see it, I remember my partner did from the water and doing him doing nothing but spending our city money for his luxury, shaking my head. Good morning, Common Sense. Thank you for tapping in.
On common sense. What up, though?
Let me see what Denise. Why Winters brings attention, and that's what is needed here. Facts. Let me see the lovely Sharon. Why is the House will bring signs still used in front of the Mays Center? Let that sink in for a minute. Let me see a lot of this from Tony Terry, the good brother from Miami-Dade County 305. A lot of those seniors don't have social media. They just go with what they see. Shaking my head. They don't go down the council or anything to see what's going on. All you gotta do is go look when the mayor called himself having council people, wanted residents to come down. He put that call out, and then nobody show up. Christy, I'm glad that the lady at council told them to educate their elderly because they don't have no vote. I mean, they don't know they vote and being comfortable. Facts, Mickey. It need a reset past the Nicholas J. Gaddis, but this is where we at. Like, just think about it. He keep going around. He went down there complaining about $1 million on for water credits, right?
Right.
To stabilize the what's the name, but you ain't talking about. You want people still to pay a water bill for water they can't drink. You shouldn't be bathing in it. Damn sure can't cook with it, but the rates going up.
And you start off with 100. You start off with 100 million.
Remember, he found 20. Allegedly, he found 20 million.
That went straight to the bank.
Listen, man.
He a thief.
Unless the 20 million was on the side or it was in the bag, he found it at. That's you found it. Not that it's in the bank account. You found 20 million. Let that sink in. How you find 20 million? But what is so sad, but we should be looking at it, how our news media, as they call the fourth estate, how they been bought and paid for. Because what they calling the mayor out?
Never. So we might well armor up.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying, B. Marie. She said that is why the FNU is so important because many of the seniors attend those meetings. But we need more because a lot of the seniors that do attend them don't a lot of them be looking like us. That's represent. What's up? 10:30. Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying a lot of them don't look like us. That should be that the FNU meeting should be what they call should be standing room only. It should be people out there. It should be should be having people representing them, not representing themselves. And I do get what you're saying, but when I say like the only few I've been to, I don't see the North Side being represented. Even when I seen the blacks up there talking, they talking about the farmers market. Like that's downtown is the only thing in Flint. And that's my only agreement with it. When we seeing like is the representation is like, and don't get it twisted. Everybody that live on the North Side, man, I'm my retired GM workers too. I'm just saying I'm just saying, but you just gotta go look. Look how the Hasselbrink thing fell out. Look how all them people fell out. My recent came on and told y'all. Oh, for sure. Thank you, Michelle Merritt. Thank you. Yeah, to traditional meat. It's bought. You see, they buying it up now. You got the Breakfast Club crying because they on Netflix. You would think Charlemagne the God would have been happy to get that $200 million, but he didn't know what he was paying for. What they was paying for. They bought his ass. Because now if we want you to be over here, it is what it is. What the hell is this?
Cut the cord.
I got you. What the hell is this right here? You good. I got you off on. I'm looking at thank you for sending me this in. What the hell is this right here? This I'm looking at, it says City of Flint. Financial fraud education class. Are you serious at Elga Credit Union? Protect your money, protect yourself. Join us for guarding your green. Financial fraud education class hosted by Elga Credit Union. Learn how to recognize common scams and protect your personal and financial information. How the fuck do we protect ourselves from you? Like that's downright nasty right there, family. I said, keep in mind and see. You know what, Shan? I kind of believe that. I ain't gonna say I don't know if they scared. I think he used scare tactics on the seniors. In my humble opinion, he used scare tactics on them. I'll get it on. Don't worry about it. I get at you. Just hit me when you're done. Yeah, just hit me when you're done. We'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think he I don't think he's scared. Hey, listen. hey, Carol, you took the words right out of my mouth. How much is Elga put into his campaign? He listen. Some of this stuff he doing. So Elga was there last summer when the mayor put money in accounts for all the kids giving jobs. Downright nasty. I hope don't nobody go to that class and give up any personal information. You're gonna have some people he gonna convince to go. I mean, but people should see it. Mickey, bro, it's sad they will spend $100 million on a new high school, but kids failing. Hey, brother, Pastor, listen. It's just the way of the world. How I'm looking at it. It's just the way of the world. I'm gonna be honest with you. To me, it's just the way of the world. What they doing? Like when you seeing some of the stuff that's going on. Listen, I'll be happy when trustee Melanie Reffer be tapping in. Like when Winters asked her for something, she did come back and give it. But I mean, To me, do I believe the information that they gave her? No. No, because they know how to cover it up. That's just like we supposed to believe what's going on over at the Housing Commission. And really, to me, any of them that was on that board during her time need to be looked at too. And that's just my humble opinion. I feel they need to be looked at too, in my humble opinion. See what Debbie Clark said. I talked to somebody this weekend who works in the clerk office who said the corruption in there is so bad that they're retiring. Listen, downright that, but you know what, Debbie, and that's the lovely Debbie Clark. Y'all know one half of the Wonder Twins with her a lovely sister, Diane Thornton. In case y'all thought I might have didn't know who they was. I don't know, Denise. I just say, but you know what? Just think about it. When 21 went in there and pulled what he pulled, and they know 21 don't stay there. You know, people in the city know they don't stay there. Family, let's cut the bull crap out now. Let's cut the bull crap. Everybody know. Listen, I didn't roll by. He might have then got another spot where they letting him go be at. Maybe this might be a legit one for him in the 3rd ward. Yeah, you told me we was moving to Nashville in the church, and I said congratulations to you. Good brother. Yep, you told me. I'm just, but you know what, Sharon? It's sad these kids cannot read or do math, but they know how to throw hands. But really, some of it's our fault too in our household. What we supposed to be doing? You're supposed to be on your kids being able to read, and I think I'm probably one of the most lenient parents. But you do got to have a village. You do gonna have to have people to that's gonna be on them. You know what I'm saying? And I think sometimes a lot of our situations, how we be living, I'm saying as parents, when they come up, see, and I sometimes me and my cousin was having this conversation this morning. I mean yesterday. And I was telling him, I said, man, sometimes when I see parents, I'm talking about our age group, I said, well, sometimes we get caught up in thinking our parents was too hard on us. And then you be wanna, you know what I'm saying, giving your kid. I think that's what a lot of it was. Cause some of us, man, sometimes we might have thought our parents was hard. You know what I'm saying? Pulling up on you. I remember my parents pulling up on me, coming to get me when I was told not to be over there. And you didn't really get that respect till you really got older where you can hang out on your own and start doing it. But I'm just saying, I think sometimes we get caught up because we thought our parents was hard on it. Because you remember, you used to whoop your kid ass at school. Can't do that now. But they sure gonna whoop them when they get them to the jails and turn them out. Let me see. If Davina is telling people to get more signatures, she's attempting to clear her conscience. Davina know what she about to do. I would get more signatures. Yeah, you right. They said the way they're going to fix the election is starting with the signatures that they're doing with Bev and Arthur Woodson. But listen, she in on it. Davina in on that. She know what she got to do. She know what she got to do. That's why to me, Davina like that 90,000. And I'm going to continue to say that. So, Davina like getting paid like most people. Hell, if I was getting paid, but it's like when they pay. That's why I say I talk a lot of shit. I'm going to sell out. But I know if I took some millions of dollars, what you can and can't do, you got a history as your best teacher. You don't think them people that probably was like, listen, we ain't just got sellouts now. This was been learning behaviors from the plantations. And when you break code, what happened? You take people money and they expected you to do this, they will kill their own. So this ain't nothing new. We acting like, oh, this old new stuff, like they won't protect, like they not going to protect what they got going on. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Even talking about, like, I get it, people want to say we come out them contracts. You know why don't nobody really want to mess with them Gleewood contracts? They know their asses will come up missing, allegedly. When you talking about millions of dollars being spent, you don't just get to go home and lay down and eat cherries and grapes. when you knocking people out of positions and you messing up millions of hundreds of millions of dollars, you think they just let that slide? What's up, Time? Say 8110 for stay blessed and balanced life. Always remember your health is your true wealth and, and not money. Hey, that's why I try to stay getting this health together. Money or power, my people. You control what you put in your body, not McDonald's and processed food. Processed food facts. That's what I'm trying to do, the clean living now. Yeah, you did have a village back then, but we didn't broke it up kind of to me with drugs and stuff. Like everything they keep putting over in here is things to set us back, in my humble opinion. And I'm just saying, in my humble opinion, I'm just being honest with y'all. I look at it and like, man, people not finna rock the boat. I'm telling y'all what here. With me bringing Dr. Tom Padroni on, y'all might think I'm playing. I got calls like, man, I wouldn't have brought Dr. Tom on when he had, the two Jewish guys on here. He was like, man, you don't want to. I had like calls from blacks. And that's why when I was telling Elliot yesterday, like, but we'll go at it. See, we don't fear each other. We'll call each other out all day long. That's why you see us calling the state rep out, calling the council people out, calling the mayor out. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't calling them senators out. We ain't really looking over at the county calling them out over there on what's going on. I'm just saying how we treat our own. But also our own, how they will play. We would play so nasty against each other. We'd go link up with people who we know ain't got no best interest for the community. Just to just to prove a point. Like until we try to figure that out, man, we got a lot of going on. So I don't see no change in coming, to be honest with y'all. Like I said, I see city council. If y'all really gonna put tonight is the night, put it on the floor. Subpoena the mayor there. Liddell not gonna do it. I wouldn't be surprised if the mayor didn't shot Liddell her little 30,000 that she wanted. To be honest with you. And LaShawn know her and Liddell. Let the family listen. They know Liddell don't care. Liddell just want that money. Now, if he do pay her, excuse me, I don't think Neely's still gonna support her. He knows she done pushed it too far. Even Clyde know that. They both listen, family. They know who done pushed this stuff too far. They know Liddell done went too far. He be on this radio show. I listen to it because I know it's nonsense. I just love to check it out to see like when the people gonna wake up and see he playing with them. Honestly, like you said, Mayor, as long as I'm telling the truth, and I'm telling the truth on you, you playing these people face all day long. You say the Wilder OnlyFans owner did at age 43, shaking my head. Hey, listen, maybe they got somebody else that's gonna step in and take control. There's too much money being made. I'm just saying some things we got to look at. We sitting up here not even paying attention on what's going on. And I ain't mad, but I'm just saying we finna vote. I'm looking at all the people coming on. I'm looking at. I'm looking at. I'm seeing everything, but I don't see no. Mickey, he was a billionaire. Facts. That's what I'm saying. B. Marie, he's a billionaire. Now, who finna take over that? Who finna take over? That's type of stuff I look at when I see people. Just say OnlyFans did. When I see stuff like that, I be wanting to see who finna come in and take that spot over. Who finna be doing the OnlyFans now? I mean, I just look at it. It's just he gone. Did he leave it to his kids? Is his family still gonna control it? That's how I look at stuff like that. Move him out the way. Maybe somebody else can come in and get the money. Like you never know. You never know what's going how this thing gonna play out. That's why when we looking at this stuff, even with this war, when they talking about, oh, you know, this gas going up. We had no, some things we do need to leave alone. And in my humble opinion, I'm gonna say it again. We got too much stuff to be worrying about what's going on in another country. Then we up to 39 trillion. We didn't hit the 39 trillion now. Are you serious? And allegedly, I don't know, he might be having to come back to ask for 200 billion to fight this war. Do y'all know how much money we done blew? Then you looking at the oil prices and everything, like gas. Then listen, even like everything finna go up. Everything finna go up. I'm just telling y'all, everything finna go up, and we sitting up here playing. Let me see what this president said, and ain't nobody saying nothing. This is what baffles my mind. Let me see, and ain't nobody saying nothing. Let me go right here. I'm gonna find it for y'all. Let me see it. This is right here. Let me see, family. This is. Let me get this together. Let me get this together. Let me put this together for y'all. Y'all, let me see. Here we go. And they action. Hold on, let me give you this, family. Oh yeah, guys, but you know the oil people making money. We just not making money. You know, I mean, the consumer's gonna pay for it, but this is coming from Jimmy Dore. Consumers are the last of our concerns amidst Trump economic advisor. I just want to put that out there for y'all, family. Let me play this for y'all. Can check this out. Trump will go down as the worst president. And hey, William, hey, and you think he cared? But see, because they inflated his ego, and that's what they went on. They went right off his ego. Let me play this for him.
Economic advisor Kevin Hassett, and he was on CNBC, and he accidentally let the truth. This is the only time you commit a gaffe in Washington is when you tell the truth. That's called a gaffe. Lying is how the whole system works. But when you accidentally tell the truth, that's a gaffe. So he lets the mask is off, and he's going to let you know that the Trump administration do not give a F about you or how badly this war hurts you in the pocketbook. Watch this.
The U.S. economy is fundamentally sound, and that if it were to be extended, it wouldn't really disrupt the U.S. economy very much at all. It would hurt consumers, and we'd have to think about, if that continued, what we would have to do about that. But that's like really the last of our concerns right now, because we're very confident that this thing is going ahead of schedule.
So I don't know if you heard what he said. This is going to hurt consumers, but that's the last thing we're worried about. Did you hear? I'll play it again.
The U.S. economy is fundamentally sound.
The economy is fundamentally sound.
If it were to be extended, it wouldn't really.
So if this war were to be extended, it wouldn't hurt our economy.
Disrupt the U.S. economy very much at all. It would hurt consumers, and we'd have to think about, if that continued, what we would have to do about that. But that's like really the last of our concerns right now.
Yeah, it's not really going to damage our economy. I mean, it's going to hurt consumers, but that's really the last thing. We don't give a damn. So isn't it interesting that they say it wouldn't hurt the economy, but it would hurt consumers? Who exactly is the economy for? He asked naively. They're only talking about the Wall Street elite, and the rest of us are on the soup line. They don't care. Power to the people. Proud Socialist says, this accidental confession by Trump's economic advisor speaks to the bigger issue, which is that the United States economy exists to serve the rich when it should exist to serve the working class people who make it run. You would think. Remember George Carlin said it's a big club and you ain't in it? Well, I like what Proud Socialist says. He says, timeless quote by George Carlin, that will always be relevant until the masses wake up and realize we have more in common with each other than the capitalist political parties that seek to divide us because it is easier to control and conquer us that way. That's 100% act. Ian Malcolm 84 says, not only do they not care about Americans,
Not bad, family. I'm back. I just wanted to play that for, for a lot of the Trump supporters when they sitting up here. I'm not saying, but when they be saying stuff is not always going better, we know they lying. We know they lying, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not here to. Is this the first war? I'm thinking that was the Make sure I don't want to lie to you. This was just which one was this? I want to say this was 2 days ago. Yeah, this is the Iran war. That's the Iran war. Let me see what Alan said. It's been 20 to 30 years they've been accusing Iran of building a nuclear weapon. It's all about overtaking the oil in the region, period. Big oil wants the dominance. Yeah, they do. They said if Neely plotting now, he's scared his flight chances are not good. You never know. Said if we ever need to be self-sufficient, it would be now. Couponing, community gardening, or carpools, canning. Y'all pay attention. I don't think they are, though. I don't think we are. Yeah, they're lying because all of this affects MAGA too. Facts. But when you're trying to have a conversation with it, and I get it, don't get me wrong. I get it far as a lot of the people who voted for Trump. I get it what they felt like their country was being took from them. And that's really what it is. And I do agree. You know what I'm saying? They do feel like their country is being took from them. But once again, who doing the taking? And you have a lot of I get it. Immigrants coming in. That's why I say watch that movie, Gangs in New York. Then you can kind of understand where all this stuff coming from. And it's like I say, but it's the ones at the top. Hold on 1 second, family. Hold on. Hurt you, not them. Fact. And that's it. Let me see. We elected a third generation billionaire that inherited $300 million and surrounded herself with others who inherited wealth. They don't care about working people. $4 hurts you both. Said it hurts you, not them. Facts. $4 forget. Yeah, it don't hurt them, hurt us. Elon Musk offered to pay TSA employees salary for the entire year. Downright diabolical. Hold on, let me pull this. Let me work this 1 second. I could show it, but I can't play it because of the music in it. But let me get to it. I can't, but I could show it. That's why I don't be wanting to hear none. Let me see. Let me see right here. No, not that one. Let me come out of that. Shit, I messed up. I might have to play it tonight. Let me get here for it. It's kicking in. Let me see which one for the kick in. Oh, here we go. Let me play this. Let me do this. Oh my goodness, this rough. That's rough. That's rough right there. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do that right there. Share screen. Let me do this. I thought it was funny, but I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. Trump. Y'all see this? Y'all see what it says? I'll read it. It says, yes, he's an idiot with zero common sense and no social skills, but he's my son. I just hope he never gets into politics. It'd be a disaster. Marianne Trump, she might have just, that just might, I ain't gonna say the validity of it. It just might be junk talking she was doing. You heard? Let me see. Let me see. Mega did have their country taken from them by them compromised by Trump. He ran a whole game on them. Facts. But I think when they be meaning by they stuff took, in my humble opinion, I could be wrong. I said if it was true, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes my parents thought a lot of us that know their kids, but my point is what I think. To me, his mother was speaking truth. LOL. What I think it is though, a lot of time when they say they want their country back, what is it that it took? See, when Obama was president, they was mad, and that's what I'm saying. You had. I ain't gonna say all, but you had. You know, I do get it when they be saying, because look, I remember watching the campaign. You can go watch it when and see, we be thinking it's just the older whites who be having this kind of conversation. But see, what they downplayed was the Republicans, the young ones, when you saw how they was talking about blacks and the different people in their little text message. They went, oh, them was kids. When you had the vice president, 30 and 40-year-old men, kids. And that's what I'm saying. But see, we allow stuff to go through, even with Trump. Like they said, like, well, Uncle Carl be the only one. You know, he be really diving into that about his father was a racist and was part of the Klan. You know what I'm saying? Was a member of the Ku Klux Klan. See, we be letting that go by because we look at, Al Sharpton, they was cool. 50 Cent, they was talking to Trump, all this and that about the money. Oh, well, thanks, Linda Chilton. She said, I'm independent. Let me see what Bonnie said. The lovely Bonnie Vanner said, I'm independent and my religion is non-denominational. I truly believe it would be bad also if Harris got in. Listen, facts. And that's what I think people don't understand. I don't think when they do say we took the lesser of two evils, that's like, I get it even with but to me, in my humble opinion, mm, mm. I'm just saying, to me, that's just my humble opinion. But we need to do something. I lost my train of thought right there. I just got a good text. Let me see. But I don't see how they can see like they didn't see nothing was wrong. I know I got it back. To me, probably I didn't vote for any evil. I'm not gonna lie. I voted for Kamala Harris because I knew what we was gonna be getting out the Republicans. Even though some of the stuff that I've seen Trump coming in and doing, I didn't agree with like the cuts that he made. That's what y'all would know. Me and Trevor would. Like I said, me and Trevor conversation. I didn't like all the cuts that I disagreed when he was like, "Oh, this went up." Things went up for him. No, it didn't go up for everybody. I'm not gonna say that. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm looking at the gas and look what he has done. I mean, but ain't nobody gonna say what he has done. So they campaigned and said Kamala Harris will start wars and send Americans off to battle. He campaigned no new wars. Yeah, he lied. I don't think they be understanding the industrial complex. I don't think they be understanding what war hawks is or neocons and all this stuff, war's money. They're saying, look what he has done. But ain't none of them going to say he did. But you got a lot of the MAGA people that's got shows saying they ain't like why he went with the. Now, I'm not going to agree with the last comment. Religion is a form of control. I understand. No, Trump done showed his ass, and I think people, I think a lot of these people, he gonna listen. If they do impeach his ass, I wouldn't be mad now. But do I think what he done is it gonna be a reversal? No. I'm not. I like is this thing we in it. I do believe like how stuff is. We in it. He's gonna go full scale because they're gonna protect them Epstein files. And look, if he gonna do that, that's gonna distract us. That's just like here with the John Cole stuff. we gonna get everything that's going. They're gonna start something that's gonna distract us. But I just do. I do want to see how his Trump people gonna spend this one. Even how they going at his one guy to resign. You're right. He has showed his ass now. And all of his supporters have to suffer right along with the rest of us. Facts. I just want to see what they gonna say. You know, they ain't saying nothing right now. When the lines start getting long, I remember Uncle say this. He used to say back in the day, I want to say, was he born during something? He was like, man, it was soup lines. But we seeing them now. See the food lines, people going. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people who don't need it, getting it, I feel they greedy. But the ones who do need it, should get in the water, they do need it. But that's where we at right now. No, I know you're talking about B. Marie. I know what you're talking about. Look, but they wanted this in, but I don't believe anyone was going. I think Trump just got us there, like on light speed to hell. I do believe that Kamala was probably going to do the same thing. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't think, just like Obama went over there, he kept the war going on that Bush started. When Bush got us into this thing, we've been going down a downhill spiral. You know, like I say, it seems like it's the same players that's bringing this information about the Iraq war. They bringing the same thing about the Iran war. Oh, listen, hey, Marty, but this what I'm saying. This is what they elected him for. I want to know what the white evangelos gonna say. I mean, think about him saying he was glad that Robert Mueller was dead. Hey, listen, they don't see. They let a fool get up in there, and I'm not saying a fool on that aspect. I'm talking about one who don't give a damn about the rules. Call you out. Oh, the criminal system is this, but yet you out, but other people still getting locked up. They not gonna, I don't think they're gonna say nothing because they think, man, go watch the Kingdom of Heaven. I do believe this is what we looking at that movie when you seen Saladin was beefing, and I think Trump was that one, Renaud, that wanted the war. When the one king, the leopard king, he didn't want to fight it. He was like, he seen what Renaud shot Chatillon, but who was the other guy that was over Renaud? Renaud, the one he disciplined. You know what? I don't know what we gonna find out together, family, because we here. We gonna see what's going on. We gonna find out what's going on. But I did my hour and a half, family. Got to get up out there. Got to start the day. I'm gonna see y'all back. I'll be here at 4:15 on the nose, before we can get this together. They said, "Do you know about Smedley Butler? Look into him. It all started in 1913. That little fraud." You know what? Let me pull this up right here since you said that. Smedley, one Butler. Let me see. Mm. Okay, he was all right. Love y'all. Okay, this quotes is pretty good. He wrote a book called. I'm looking at it now. War is a Racket. It says Smedley Butler, July 30th, 1881 to June 21st to 1940, was an American general in the United States Marine Corps during his 34-year military career. What was he known for? Millie Butler was known as the Fighting Quaker, was the most decorated Marine in U.S. history. He was the only person to have awarded a Marine Corps Brevet Medal at the Medal of Honor twice for separate military acts. And he also became an unrelenting voice against the business of war. Wow. Hey, I'm gonna check into that. Family, I love y'all for tapping in with Spacely. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Unc had an appointment, so he just came up here for a second. But I'm gonna try to get him back. I'm gonna try to get him back on tomorrow. If not, I'm gonna have somebody else. But I think Unc will be back on tomorrow. But I see y'all at 4:15. I will be here, family. Peace. And thank you, Terry Nixon. And have a great day, family.